Stop wasting your energy proving yourself to the wrong crowd. Drop 100 in the comments if you're part of the 1% committed to growth. Tell you something. Something most people never truly understand until they've lost enough to realize the cost. Not every battle is worth fighting. Not every insult deserves your reply. Not every fool needs your correction. Because when you step into the arena with someone who is only there to provoke, you risk far more than an argument. You risk your focus. You risk your peace. You risk your time. And time, my friend, time is the one currency you can never get back. There's a certain kind of person walking this earth who thrives off chaos. They provoke, they twist, they throw shade, and then act confused when you defend yourself. They don't want truth, they want attention. They don't want wisdom, they want control. And if you step into their world thinking you're going to educate them, elevate them, enlighten them, you're already losing. Ask yourself, why explain yourself to someone committed to misunderstanding you? Why convince those who have already decided not to see your truth? You cannot pour light into eyes that refuse to open. You cannot pull someone into clarity if they are addicted to confusion. You see, silence is not surrender. Silence is strategy. Silence is strength. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. Because your energy is sacred. Your mind is precious. Your mission, your purpose, is far too important to waste on someone else's chaos. You weren't made to crawl in the mud with people who live for the mess. You were built to rise. You were built to lead. And sometimes leadership doesn't roar. It walks away. The old you may have been triggered, may have typed that angry message, may have called, may have clapped back. But the new you understands the cost. Peace is more valuable than pride. Clarity is stronger than chaos. When you argue with a fool, the world can't tell the difference. When you stoop to their level, you drag yourself down. Protect your name by not speaking it in foolish rooms. Protect your vision by not explaining it to blind minds. Protect your spirit by not inviting it into battles it was never meant to fight. The world is noisy. Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody has something to say. But not everything that demands your attention deserves your response. Some things you don't need to fight. You outlive them. You outgrow them. You outshine them. Excellence speaks. Consistency speaks. Results speak. And those voices, those claps, those whispers, they cannot speak louder than what you quietly build. When someone disrespects you, don't try to match their disrespect. Build. Keep showing up. Keep walking with integrity. Let your actions drown out the noise. Let your success silence the critics. You have no time to sit in the mud arguing with people who don't even know what clean looks like. You have no time to explain your elevation to people determined to stay low. Your purpose doesn't wait for their validation. Some people will poke you just to feel powerful. Some will insult you just to get a rise out of you. Don't give them that satisfaction. Don't let your spirit become their playground. Don't turn your purpose into their entertainment. Stand tall, stay silent, and let your life speak for itself. Peace is a power move. Silence is a strategy. Maturity is mastery. And once you've tasted peace, chaos feels like poison. Stop explaining yourself to people who aren't listening. Stop wasting your wisdom on ears that only want entertainment. Stop arguing with fools and start walking in power. You've got too much vision to be dragged into verbal street fights with people who aren't trying to grow. Think about it. How many blessings have you missed because you were too busy reacting? How many moments of peace did you trade for petty replies? How much mental real estate are you giving away to people who aren't paying rent? A lion does not respond to every barking dog in the jungle. A lion moves like royalty, like it has nothing to prove. That's how you move. With confidence, with poise, with a vision too big for small talk. You want respect? Start valuing your energy like it's gold, because it is. And when you waste it arguing with fools, you're treating gold like gravel. You're treating your gift like it's disposable. And that is not who you are. They'll try to pull you into debates you never asked for, into gossip you never fed, into arguments that drain your soul. You have to learn the discipline of non-response, not out of weakness, but out of wisdom. Let them say what they say. Let them twist your words. Let them misinterpret your silence. Because while they're busy talking about you, you're busy building. While they're pointing fingers, you're leveling up. And eventually, their words will echo into emptiness because you were too focused to care. You are not an actor in their show. You are the director of your destiny. You don't owe anyone a reaction just because they throw a line at you. You don't need to attend every argument. You don't need to justify your growth to people who refuse to water their own. You've got too much going on, too much potential, too much power. Every second spent defending yourself to someone who doesn't even want to understand you is a second you could have spent building your future. Let them misunderstand you. Let them think they won. Let them gossip, whisper, post, tweet. Because while they are busy watching, you are busy rising. Sharper, stronger, clearer, calmer. That is what they can't handle. They don't know how to deal with someone who doesn't flinch, who doesn't clap back, who doesn't fall into the trap. Fools love fire. They love noise. They love chaos. And every time you react, you give them the stage. But you are not a performer in their circus. You are a king in your domain. You are a queen in your kingdom. You are a visionary walking your path. You don't chase every dog that barks, because if you do, you'll never reach your destination. Every minute spent explaining yourself to someone who doesn't care to listen is a minute stolen from your purpose. And your purpose is divine. It is unique. It is necessary. Real strength is restraint. Real strength is walking away when your ego wants to fight. Real strength is staying calm when the room is trying to ignite you. Real strength is being still when everything inside you wants to swing. That is mastery. That is discipline. That is what separates the wise from the loud. Arguing with fools is like throwing water on a grease fire. The more you try to put it out with reason, the bigger the flames grow. They aren't looking for resolution. They are looking for reaction. And when you give it to them, you feed the fire. Let them talk. Let them gossip. Let them misunderstand. That is their role. Your role is to build. Stay on mission. Work in silence. Your energy is a resource. Guard it. Protect it. Don't RSVP to every conflict. Eagles don't flap around with pigeons. That is where you belong. Up there, in the air where clarity lives, where peace reigns, where your legacy is forged. Not in comment sections, not in group chats, not in the trenches of low-level bickering. You weren't made to justify your light to people who thrive in darkness. You weren't made to explain your progress to those allergic to growth. Your silence isn't weakness. It's power. Your calm isn't indifference. It's mastery. Your focus isn't selfish. It's divine. Every argument avoided, every insult ignored, every trap sidestepped. That is energy preserved for your purpose. That is focus maintained for your mission. That is peace defended for your soul. Real power doesn't react. Real power directs. Real power decides. Real power rises. You don't have to prove them wrong. You have to prove yourself right. Stay aligned. Stay disciplined. Stay above the chaos. When they bait, when they poke, when they insult, smile. Walk. Don't engage. Not because you're scared. Not because you're passive. but because your fight is bigger than them. Your battlefield is higher than theirs. Your kingdom is beyond their reach. History remembers those who build, not those who brawl. The greats, the legendary, endure slander in silence. They achieve in quiet. The world eventually recognizes greatness not by claps or arguments, but by what you became. Your peace is more important than their noise. Your future is louder than their gossip. Your discipline is stronger than their chaos. Your silence, that is your signal. You weren't born to fit in. You were born to lead. You were born to rise. Some people in your life, they are lessons, not allies. They are here to teach patience, restraint, and self-control. Arguing with them would cost you progress. Fighting them would cost your focus. Letting them pull you in would cost your crown. Guard it. Protect it. Preserve it. Move differently now. Think differently now. Build differently now. And always remember, you never had to fight to win. You just needed to outlast. Outgrow. Outshine. Show up. Stay focused. Do the work. While they were busy with chaos, you were planting seeds. While they argued, you transformed. Don't argue. Elevate. Don't match energy. Rise. Don't explain. Let results speak. There is a power that doesn't raise its voice. Discipline that doesn't seek applause. Peace that fools, noise, and nonsense cannot shake. That is your level now. That is who you are becoming. And if anyone asks why you don't clap back, why you don't stoop, why you don't fight anymore, you look them in the eye and say, because I'm building something too big to be distracted by someone thinking too small. Walk in clarity. Walk in strength. Walk in silence that shakes rooms. Walk in discipline that speaks without words. Let fools argue. Let critics whisper. Let doubters scream. You move like thunder. Kings and queens don't respond to noise. They respond to purpose. Your purpose is calling. Don't miss it. Don't waste it. Don't let someone else's chaos steal your destiny. Walk on. Work in silence. Let results humble the world. Now it's your move. Drop 100 in the comments if you're ready to rise above. Only the 1% who refuse to settle will.